Hey guys, Dark Fan here, and we're going to feature or do a spotlight feature on Ortho's Death Counter Mod version 1.2. Basically, what it does is it throws a death counter up in the upper left-hand corner by default. So let's just get started with some of the features of this version. As you can already tell, it's got the head of the skin of me. See, that's... Oh, I may create it, or... That's me. So, let me add all, which is the quick way to add everybody on a server. So there, now we got Mianthadore and Arch 1109, and I missed Spider Death. So here, let's just do this. We'll give him a few things to die by here. So, Arch 1109 just died by a creeper. So you can see it incremented his death. If you do a help, you can see all the commands available. So one thing you can do is, if someone else joins you after you do an add-all, you can either add, do a .add and their name, or you can just do another add-all and it'll add the missing people that are on the server that are not being tracked by the Death Counter mod. You can also increment, if I just increment Arch 1109, it adds another death to him. So let's throw a surprise creeper down. So they both blew up there. So let's and Mianthadore fell out of the world. They must have dug a hole to the... Okay, so another thing you can do is, let's say you're continuing in a series that you're using this death mod on, or death counter mod on, and you want to set things back up to the way they were before you stopped your previous session. You can just do modify, and like I'll do me, and set, and I'll give myself 5 deaths. So that sets me at 5. You can also use the increment where you can add or subtract using modify as well. Pretty handy feature. Another very cool feature is if you have multiple people using the death counter mod, such as times when King Noobs and I are streaming. We do a lot of dual streaming sometimes. You could do a .permissions add and the other person that is running the mod, and have them do the same. And let's say one of you close your game out, or it crashes or something, and you have to restart. You can come back in, do another permissions add and the other person, and have them do a .sync, and it'll send data that looks like this, and my client would pick that up since I would have him added as through the permissions, and it would set everybody, set all their deaths, and it'll, even if you don't have people added, it'll add them automatically for you. So very, very handy feature. Another feature is if, say you're using F3 a lot, and it's really hard to read, so you can do right toggle, and it'll move it over to the right hand side so you can see your coordinates or whatnot. Or if you just want it on the right hand side. Another handy feature is display mode, and what that does is reverts it back to the old, do another right toggle here, the old version where it just shows the name and the number of deaths. So we'll go back to that, do another help, and we will show you another feature, which is name color. And if you just do name color by itself, can see all the different format codes. You can change the color, you can change formatting. Like say I want to go to indigo. There we go. And the color codes right now are case sensitive. See, it gives me a warning. So I will, hopefully by the time that you see this, it will have been updated. I know she's been trying to get things so they're not case sensitive. So I'll see if she can fix that. Another funny feature. If you do name, color, format, oops, random, it does the random text. And we'll just go back to our dark green. There we go. Alright, and let's say you're done with the map you're on, but you still want to keep recording or streaming or whatnot, and you don't necessarily close your game down. You can either empty, I think it's empty, yeah, zeroes everybody out, or you can just do a reset, and it actually goes, it resets everything, and then I just do another add all, and there's everybody again. So let's go down here. Let's try to be. You have a few more explosions there. I think that's spawn. Oh, right here it is. Alright, that's fun with Arch. So that's pretty much the main features here. Oh, there is one more handy feature. You do visible. It hides the deaths, but as you can see, he just died. And if I go back to visible, it should have incremented him before. And there we go. So pretty nifty if you want to just hide it for a little bit. But let's see here. I think we've covered most of the main features. There are some features that we won't go over, such as Reg Icon, Better Sprint, which is not the version I'm running. There are two different versions of the mod, one with Better Sprint and one without. So Mianthadore is leaving me here. So Better Sprint lets you hold down control to run. Basically hold down control and use your forward key, and it's the same as double tapping. It does get rid of the ability to double tap W. So keep that in mind if you use that. And let me open up Magic Launcher here, because there is one little component you need to install if you want to use the Better Sprint feature, and that's this file here. Stupid phone. Sorry about that. This feature here, or this little mod here, just pushes the controls down a couple lines. I'll show you where I'm talking about that in a minute. So you need to run that if you're using the death counter with the sprint, if you want to be able to reassign your key. So if you go to controls, see, even Optifine, when it added zoom, it moved things down. This button here is on top, and you can't see what slash is, but there would also be a sprint control here, or Better Sprint would be here, and it defaults to left control. So if you run that other mod, it just pushes us down a few lines. So I think for now that should do it for this spotlight of Ortholabs Death Counter mod version 1.2. Hopefully it should be out for release soon, so you guys will be able to utilize that for your CTM or your other maps that you're doing where you want to track your death counters, or even on your streams. So I guess for now that's going to be it, and I will talk to you later. Thank you.